What's up everyone? I'm not at the car wash today. I took the car wash to me. I'm here in my garage. I've got a few projects going on that I've been working on, and I like to just do it here where I got all my tools and my toolbox and everything. I've got a Rowe change machine and a Hamilton change/token machine. As well as, let me turn the camera around and show you what's inside. I also got this vending machine in that equipment haul that you saw, and still haven't figured out really what to do with it other than stock it up for my 4-year-old. She actually loves it here. I give her money for whatever chore she does, and then she goes and buys all the snacks she wants. That way I'm not giving it to her for free. She's earning it, right? So I've got this, and I've since found out that this card reader is it's obsolete basically now. I need to update the card reader, so that kind of is a bummer because these are about $400, these Nayax ones, but the new ones have touch screens on them and stuff. Also, I finally found all the keys for everything. So this vending machine, I was able to get inside it. Unfortunately, the screen was broken on this vending machine, so I did have to order a new screen with a new harness. And this has what's called an in-one kit. Basically, it's an update kit for these older snack vending machines. At least that's what I've found out so far. This goes along with the card reader, so I'm still looking for ideas. Probably the game plan I have for now though is just let my kid play around with it for a bit, and then I think I might approach either a salvage yard or a pick and pull, like a car parts pick and pull yard, to see if I can set it up at a place like that. I feel like those types of places have a lot of traffic and other things. Anyway, still got some open slots. What else could I fill this vending machine with? Got that one down there, and then I guess I looked it up. These are for gum, so I guess I can get some gum in there as well. Okay, back over here to these coin machines. This is that Hamilton, the token quarter machine. Honestly, I don't know why I have these machines. I saw them, I knew I could get a good deal on them, and I'm just hoarding basically vending machines, coin machines, even though I don't have an immediate use for them. If you're watching this channel, you probably have similar interests to me and can probably understand it without me actually explaining it to you. But I used to own laundromats. I now have the car wash, and I got this vending machine. Also, another note on that vending machine, it's rated for indoor use only, so putting it at my car wash doesn't really make sense. That screen will probably go out again. It's $100 every time you have to replace that. So I want to find an indoor location. But anyway, so this Hamilton machine, it's kind of cool. I don't have tokens or use tokens at my car wash, so I'm either gonna have to buy another car wash, which I'd love to do, which maybe already has tokens and I could use it. That way you can vend tokens with, this is a credit card unit up here, so you can pay with a credit card and get tokens in return. You could run like promotion type things where, you get an extra 2 tokens if you spend $20, or an extra token if you spend $10. I think that would be a cool thing. But I did mention in my last video that I do not like tokens, because then I'd have to separate quarters from tokens during my collections. And my collections are really fast. I just get the quarters, put them right back in my change machine, grab the money, deposit the money only. I'm not counting quarters hardly ever. And so, I'm not opposed to tokens, but I just don't do it currently. But let me show you a little bit closer in here. So these Hamilton machines have just these locks with a big Allen screw. Got these big screws up on top and bottom where you can stick an Allen wrench through and unscrew them. And I don't have the locks currently, but there's like little plug locks that cover those holes to lock it up. I may actually have got them in this little bucket when I bought everything, but I'll have to go look. Otherwise, they're pretty easy replacements just on Clean Right or a car wash supplier where you can get them. Now, come in closer. This is literally the first time I've opened this up. I haven't even taken a peek in here first. So there's a few quarters in the bottom, Pretty dirty, but this says token and that one says quarter, but they've put a note on here that it's switched. So, you know, one of these you fill with quarters, one with tokens. Now this machine did not have any like quarters or anything when I got it. I didn't have a key for it when I got it, so I just pulled it out, threw it on my trailer. The Rowe machine, not kidding guys, like I put a TikTok up and showed all this money that I found in this machine. Everybody thought I was lying. Over $500 worth of quarters in this machine when I got it home, and he got me the keys and everything, the old owner. He was gone when I picked it up. I just picked it up and then he sent me the keys later. Anyway, back to that. So that well more than pays off, you know, this little hobby project I'm doing here. Messing around with these, I got some money out of it. Up here, for my cold weather guys, you know what this is. It's a heater. It keeps, you know, wet quarters and stuff like that from freezing up and jamming equipment, maybe wet money possibly. But this is the bill acceptor. I honestly don't even know how to use this thing yet, guys. So somehow it slides back. Let me figure this out. Okay, so I'm just giving you kind of the grand tour as I'm figuring it out myself, but you pinch these tabs here, pull it back, and then you got to lift it up and off the little groove back there, as you can see. And then, like I said, there was no money in here when I got it. That's a hunk of a machine. I'm sure there's some type of update kit or something for that now. And then check this out. So quarter side has way more rounds in it. So 428,070 on the counter. The token side has 74,931, assuming it hasn't cycled already and, you know, hit the maximum point and reset. The tag on this says it's from 2004. And then there's just some other things I was noticing as I was going through here. This little light for the front, I think that's the out of service light when it's out of quarters. You can see it's kind of burned on the ends where that wire's been pinched around. And so you got that. And then over here, they've put a hose around here so wires don't rub and just mess with things. So 2004, we're almost 20 years old on this machine. I'm pretty sure I've seen online, I'm gonna have to match up like serial numbers and model numbers and stuff, but I'm pretty sure there's some type of update kit. Just like that vending machine had an update kit that you can install. I'm pretty sure I can basically remove all this equipment and replace it with something that's likely gonna be much more compact. I'd like to get a Mars or MEI validator because that thing is a clunker. I'm sure it has problems. Or, I don't know, I may just sell it as is. Now, the front needs cleaned up, of course, and like I was saying, that is the out of service light that was burned up from the front. Clean up this stuff. I'm gonna see how much like a new decal is right there. So that goes a long ways, new decals. Pull off some of these older faded stickers and shine up the stainless. There's some soap on there. And even like this credit card reader, it's a swipe only reader. I mean, that's gonna be outdated here shortly. I wonder if you could put like a NIAX right there. I think this would be a really cool machine if I could get it updated. All right, now for the money maker, the Rowe machine that actually had a ton of money in it. I even took a video actually, I'll probably upload it as like a YouTube short of collecting the money out of here and taking it to the bank and having it counted there. And I was surprised how much it actually added up to. I could hear those quarters clinking around in there when we were moving it, but like I say, we didn't have keys when they originally got it. This machine, I've seen these used ones selling for $1,000 to $2,000. So if I can get it in working condition, I can actually make some good money off it actually by reselling it. But like I say, I'm kind of tempted to not resell it in case I may need it in the future or something, right? And I'm not going to get this great of a deal on another one. Brand new, I mean, these machines go from anywhere from $5 to $7 grand, $8 grand probably for a real big heavy duty one with 2 hoppers and everything. So this one does have 2 hoppers, but it's only got 1 bill acceptor. So if that bill acceptor gets jammed, you're kind of out of luck. You're out of service. Basically, you can't accept money, which is a big chunk for a lot of us car wash guys. So my car wash is 30 to 40% cash, and so if I all of a sudden couldn't take cash, I'm sure I'd lose a good chunk of business because other people don't have credit cards either. So turning around over to here, this machine I have messed around with because, like I say, I found money in it, and so I bring it home, put it in the garage, and I've been playing around with it, but it's had an error that I need to figure out. So let me plug it in and show you. I've got a bucket of quarters over here that I bring home, and we can give this one a test for the first time, and I can show you what the error is on this machine. Now, I'm going to take my bucket of quarters and put half in each hopper just to reset the sensors and whatever's in there. Honestly, I don't know how to reset these entirely, but I will tell you I have found this. There's a roll pin, is what it's called, that goes in right here to where the gears can connect to this and turn it. Well, the roll pin is sheared off. Compare it to this one. So you've got gears that you can grab and spin, and then it turns a chain in there, which has a little zigzag snake pattern that it pulls a quarter up and then drops it in on this chain. So far that's what I found. I know a lot of you guys who watch this channel probably know more about these than I do. So if you got any tips, let me know in the comments. I'll fill these up and then you can see the error that I'm getting on one of the hoppers. These are a little tricky, but I've got them in. They click into place, so I know I've got those set. I cannot get this 2 flashing red light error to clear off of that. On my other change machine, it's a standard. I usually just cycle the power and it fixes that, but I've taken this apart, I've taken this out right here where you can pull that out and then like clean the scanner that's on there. So you can see all the way through to the outside now. But I've gone through that, tried to figure that out, why that just keeps an error code on it all the time. And then as well as this error right here, check left coin detector. Not really sure what that is. I've checked this left hopper really good. I've checked everything. That is the one that has the sheared off pin though, so I'm wondering if it's just detecting that it doesn't have any tension on that, and that's why I'm getting that. But even when I go and reset, so there's a reset option, it still comes up with that same error. So I'm looking for feedback on that one, but we're gonna check this one out live. I haven't even messed with this one, so you're gonna find out along with me what condition we got here. Currently have out of service and out of service, but I haven't put coins in this yet, so we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm hoping this is a good sign. We got quarters in there, and the tokens has a flashing green light, but the quarters has a solid green light. So I'm thinking that's a good sign. Obviously tokens, we don't have any in the hopper, and not sure what kind of credit card reader machine we have or anything, but the quarter machine, as long as this validator, this old school validator from Iowa Changers something, there's a bunch of numbers on there, works. Trying to pull this tape off so I can shove a bill in there and try this. All right, now let's get this crisper dollar bill And with the face that way, stick it in. Oh, it tried to take it for a second. And it spat it back out. Oh. It's taking it halfway, and then it's spitting it back out. See that? So, oh, it just took it all the way, and now it's snagged. So, like I say, that's an old school validator. It's having troubles trying to figure this out. Let's try turning the face the other way and seeing if I can get that tape to stop bugging me. Oh, I think it took it. Boom. That is the very first vend from that machine. Now guess what? I think it just vended, let's count this. 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $2.25. So I definitely don't want to be giving away free money. This is kind of funny that I'm doing this live because I did not know it was gonna spit out that much. But it took it when I put the face this way. The problem is that this other bill I have is not very crisp. So I think it's gonna take it, but the other thing, let me turn this off, grab that dollar bill, and then let's try this again. Anyway, it was a good thing I had the camera rolling when I did that first trial in this change machine because I have not been able to get anything else to happen here with it. So I'll be going through these later and seeing what's wrong with them, learning more about them, how to reset the codes, the errors, getting a chart and everything. But for now, that's just the projects that I've been working on here at home while the car wash is just churning away. The weather's been awesome today, so that's good. And you know, the rest of the maintenance at the car wash, I just do on my own schedule. That's what I really love about it, and it's been fun. And then I get to do stuff. I've always done different projects here in my garage. I'm always just tinkering on something, working on something. At one point, a few years back, I was flipping snow blowers, and I had this garage full of probably like 40 snow blowers. And you know, even over here on the ground, I've got these vending machines over there. So I just got all this extra stuff that I really don't have an immediate use for, but I'm hanging on to it just because I love it. It's fun to work on, see how it works and everything. And so I'd love to get feedback from you guys in the comments below. Like the video if you've watched this far, and subscribe to the channel so you can see upcoming new videos on your homepage. Other than that, we'll see you later.